What?
Like, what's happening?
The way you're chewing that
I know, I'm
gum,
trying to get all the fucking
juices out of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all rid of
You're
it.
trying to get awake.
Got to get all the theanine out.
L-theanine.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I just actually got out of breath is what happened. Because I went up and down the stairs and I didn't realize I was out of shape.
Did you have the flu?
I do not have the flu.
Bird flu.
Hello? Let's see if we can wake up.
3, 2, wake up. Did it. Hi, welcome to Not Well. I'm Bobby.
And I'm Danny Tanner.
And I'm Rebecca Donaldson.
Yeah.
Actually, we're Nat and Kat.
I'm actually glad that you posted a video of that because I saw it. So I actually knew what you were talking about for once.
I'm not actually a fan.
Oh, round of applause.
Round of applause. I mean, really, it brought it full circle for me.
You had a full circle moment and you didn't even know you were going to have it. And that's the tea. Hi, Bobby.
Thank you. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
And I'm Jim, by the way.
We already said
for all of
that.
our listeners. No, because I said I was Danny Tanner.
Oh, right.
And I just don't want people to get confused.
For all of our new listeners, I'm not Rebecca Donaldson either.
That's true. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
So, we've had quite an afternoon. Lots of laying
Listen,
around.
I can't.
You were full when I got here, so you couldn't move. And then
I had basically a whole pig on a sandwich.
you sent me, you were like, guess what sandwich this is? And I'm like, all I could think was, that's a lot of ham.
a lot of fucking ham.
That's
Okay.
a lot
of salt. That's why I'm a little puffy today. A little puffy on the pod. A little puffy on the pod. Little puffy nips. Little puffy balls. Little puffies.
That is interesting because I was recently looking up the difference between gynecomastia and having fat tits.
Yeah. There's differences.
And I didn't realize it's like where the fat is.
It's on your
under the nipple
puffy
more.
nipple.
So which one do you have?
I don't have either. I don't know. I just have puffies sometimes. Sometimes they're
But
fine.
it could be gynecomastia. We don't know. That's why That's why I was trying to look
Could
up.
be.
Because I think I have a touch of it too. If I lean forward, there's a thing you can notice something.
Like when you got-
little extra at the
So
tip.
did you, when you were going
feel like
through
I have
puberty,
extra-
did you get a little?
I had discharge. So I probably have.
Whoa!
There was literally a time where liquid came out of my nipple. Yep.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. That can happen. It's hormonal.
No wonder.
It's called puberty for a reason. Why do you think I'm non-binary?
I mean, because you can milk and you can fuck.
I can milk. You can actually, men can milk.
Lactate, yeah.
Yeah. But it takes a lot of stimulation. But I think the hormones did it. I think
It's all
we
just-
have gynecomastia or something.
It's all just a problem.
We need to look up.
We need to have surgery. And
I want to, okay, because I want to go to Thailand. I've been
have-
seeing a lot of Thailand posts and the food looks so good.
you're going to really not like me.
You won't do Asia. I feel
I
like you
have
won't do it.
no-
Yeah. I know.
No desire for Asia. None. Not
know,
one. I don't want
but
scorpions.
not even the
I don't want
food.
fish heads. No, it's gross. It's all fish oil and shit.
Think of all the noodle dishes we love. We love everything. Fish oil. What is that? You
First of
love
all-
Japanese food. You like sushi. You like Chinese
But
food. You're like
I'm
lying about
afraid-
all of
No,
this.
but I'm afraid it's Americanized. That's the problem. I'm afraid
Some
I
of it
like,
is,
I'm
but-
afraid I like the Mexican that's from America, not the Mexican from Mexico. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, you don't, though. We went to Puerto Vallarta. You loved all the food there.
Yeah, but would I have rather the cheese dip from El Vaquero? Probably.
But when we went to Texas, we didn't like the Tex-Mex Mexican.
Right.
We went to like Mr. Rancheros or that famous place. It was like, we were like, this Mexican's not that great.
It's that yellow cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Texas. That's why. Sears and
Texas is
Squares.
fucked.
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
Okay.
you were tired. You were laying on the couch.
Yeah.
And then we started figuring out credit cards. And we wanted to talk to people about credit
yeah,
cards.
first of all,
Tell us how you play the games, Bobby, with the credit
oh,
cards.
0% interest. You look for those.
Because my
and-
friend Jimmy also does that.
Well, yeah, that's how you keep moving your money around and you never have to stop.
But like, and your credit score stays high enough?
Yeah, I have a
Because you don't,
I have a 730.
Oh, that's good. So you don't have to,
No, so I'll pay off. You transfer the rate, then it closes the one, then it opens up a new one, and then it just keeps building your credit. That's how you build your credit.
okay.
But you don't ever close it. You just transfer. And then you
Okay.
stop,
Do you
and
leave that other account open with $0
Yeah,
on it?
but then it'll like every once in a while have like a yearly like if you put a little money on it every once in a while, it's fine.
Right, you have to. Yes, you do have to use.
So I have to like go through the whole process. Like honestly, I wish I could just wipe it all clean and be like, okay. Like I don't know how many times my phone number, my card is out on the internet. Like how many websites have my card and like
My card is
me?
a dirty whore, and it's all over the world too.
Right, but
you
it's
know, it's like I book a restaurant in Spain. It's like, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? Anyone can access this, and that's what happened to me. back in September.
Okay, yeah. This is kind of a...
The reason it's coming back up for me and it's very fresh in my mind is because I got a letter from Best Buy yesterday saying, well, I got 2 letters.
Wait, it's
dated
Best Buy City?
Best Buy City?
Best Buy City card?
Yeah, that's the card.
Oh, I love that card.
Right. Well, I didn't open one, but it had over $2,000 on it.
Right. Okay.
Someone bought a nice
I'm like,
custom.
I love
right.
it.
I'm like, someone bought an. I fucking hate it. Someone got a laptop,
A new
and
computer.
it delivered.
Weird.
Yeah. And I was like, I told them on the phone, I was like, I don't even buy computers from Best Buy. I use Apple, and they're like, we sell Apple. I was like, okay, well, I didn't think that
so
through.
Dumb.
So September to now is how. And in the meantime, my credit score has gone down like 150 points. I'm in the low 600s now because I'm behind on payments that I didn't even charge.
So what do you have to get a lawyer?
I had a
I don't understand.
Well, that's what I was on the verge. If this letter hadn't come, I was going to because I'm being harassed. Like you get endless calls. You're like behind on, this debt,
I know
debt
what
collector.
I know what it's like to get to the phone call. Like, is Mr. Griffith there? And I'm like, yeah. Hello,
Right.
Mr. Griffith. This is so and so. I just need to let you know this is for quality assurance, and they do like the
right.
whole like.
And you're like, what?
This is an attempt to collect the debt.
Yes. And I'm like, I don't have debt. Nordstrom and Meyer, they closed the cards right away. They knew. I just like talked to Nordstrom's one time. I was like, do you really think I would buy 2 of the exact same Canada Goose coat? It was like the same size. I was like, why would I buy 2 of the same?
Sell it on eBay. And call it a day.
Exactly. I was like, that's not me. And I think it helped that 3 cards were opened on like the same time.
Yeah, like first
So
of all,
it's like, no one's opening 3 cards at once. At least the fraudsters made it obvious. Thank God. But Best Buy like just did not want to believe me. And finally I got 2 letters yesterday dated the same day, like January 18th. And it was like, the first one was like, we are actively investigating your case. We are not sure if this is fraud or not. And then the second letter is like, we have closed the case. This is fraud. I was like, okay.
so now what do? You have to send those to the collectors? Or
They
like,
said they're going to tell the credit agencies to remove it from my credit
this is
report.
kind of like the lien
so
that needs to
hopefully,
get off my report.
Exactly. Like hopefully this is going to be off my credit report now because otherwise I'm going to have a low credit score forever.
Speaking of like lines of credit, we had a lady come over on Friday and take pictures of the house. Which
Yes.
is,
Wait,
for
what?
PMI, to get rid of our PMI.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's the insurance you pay on your. It's like you have to have it unless you have 20% down.
I don't think I have it.
So once you
Okay.
did you put 20% down?
No.
Then you have it. It's just
Okay.
in your. It's
It must be
baked
built in. Okay.
It is baked in, but like after a certain point, you would hit that number, and if your house goes up in value, then it's even less. So like there's
Okay.
some things. Basically, we're trying to basically get rid of our PMI.
Good.
Yeah, honey.
Is that like a certain time frame you're allowed
Yeah,
to do
so
that?
I think it's after like you have to get off to be 20% paid off.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know, which is scary. 20% off. We're already 20%. We're already here for 5 years.
I know.
25 years and it's paid off and I'm dead.
Right. It's
65.
like, yay.
Well, it'd be nice to be 65 and have a house payment.
No house payment.
No house payment. And then sell it and get like a nice little condo in Naples.
It won't be there. No, I really mean that. The storm surges are
Panama
12
City.
feet right now, and it's like a foot above water.
I love how Florida is like literally just getting swallowed
It's
up
like,
as we
bye.
speak. And like up another
Bye.
a hurricane. Now they're going to get snow.
It's really
8 inches
fucked
of
up.
snow in
Yeah.
Florida. I mean,
It's like, oops.
so yeah, but keep voting the way you're voting.
Thank God it's called Gulf of America, though.
Yeah, the Gulf of America.
That's what's really important. Not climate change. Gulf of America. We had to get that name change in.
I mean,
No comments.
we
Let's get into it.
do you just want to do that and get over with?
Maybe.
Okay, so first of all, if you think that Elon Musk wasn't doing the fucking Nazi salute,
Hang up now.
I think you're kind of dumb. And no offense, but like,
No,
how do you
it's-
not see that?
it was
That's
clearly-
like, I don't give a shit how autistic you are.
He's
Everybody
not.
knows, and he's not. He's running
He's just
millions.
an idiot.
He's running billion-dollar.
All of a sudden, he
companies.
has a diagnosis at this age.
Right. It's like you can be autistic, but you know between right and wrong. And if you don't, then why are you working in the White House? Why do you even, first of all, why do you even have, you're the richest man in the world and you have an office in the White House? If that doesn't
Right.
tell you corruption, I don't
Right.
know what does.
He bought the White.
He's
He
buying
bought
his
the
way in.
government.
They're
He
all
bought the
are.
government.
Yep.
He's like,
So we're going to be controlled by Meta and Elon Musk and all the
Yeah.
Teslas, and it's great.
yeah.
I do have to make a comment of something that was said to me this week that really fucking set me off. Sorry.
You're all right.
It's the gum.
It's the gum.
At least I'm energetic and not.
That's good.
Right. Don't stifle the energy. Go back, come back, come back. I was just shaking my leg for those who aren't watching. So this
Aggressively.
week I was somewhere. I'm gonna be very vague, but you can all guess where I'm at and who said it, and I'm sure
School.
Yep. So I'm sitting there, and minorities come up. Now, the reason why they come up...
Pesky minorities.
Well, the reason why they come up is because they have these things called minority accounts. It's not even a joke. And actually, you want to talk about real kind of fucked up? I'm not kidding. So if you were a African American or like a Chinese person or any kind of or other race other than white, or if you're a female, you can open up what they call a minority account. And
wait, what?
These are legitimate.
This is real?
Oh, this is legitimate.
No.
Look it up.
I've never heard of this.
So you can. So basically, people are required. So like big companies. So like my company. Let's just say I install sprinklers. Right. What are you looking at? First of all.
Something got in my drink.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So if in a calendar year, I'm going to do a project or whatever, 20% of that project by law has to go to a minority account. So this account basically will send us something. We process the job like we normally would. We can't mention the other people's name. Nobody can mention the other people's names. It's really like, okay, so let's just say company A.
Okay.
Right? Oh, God, here we go. We got to get into this. Company A has a job going on. We've been running the job for them the whole time. It's called the job. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, this minority account sends in the same name job, and it's really for customer A, but minority account is actually sending it in and going to buy it and bring it to the site so that A can then work on it. So basically, it's a loophole to where, so company A, because they make a certain amount of money or they have a certain amount of employees or whatever
They have to hire some minority people.
20% of their work has to go through a minority account.
Okay.
So this is where this other person sits there and literally just processes paper for people and gets paid.
Oh my God.
And that's what a minority account is. Now,
I want to be in a minority account.
Well, we kind of are minorities.
Right.
We kind of are.
So we process jobs?
Gays. So
thanks for reminding us.
I'm sitting in a place that I hate, and I'm sitting there at a thing that I hate, and we talk about minority accounts. And all of a sudden,
here they come. Here come the jokes.
The one person that you would think
would lead the way.
Yeah, should be leading the way, says out loud, well, in 2040, there's not going to be any more minorities anymore. We're going to be the minority, white people. And I said,
there's the great replacement
so
theory.
There's no black people here. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
first of all, let's look around.
You're right.
So then I decided, this is right after the Elon Musk thing. This is like literally right after all that shit. I go, don't worry, Elon Musk is doing his little Nazi salutes and it'll be whitewashed before you know it. Don't worry. And this is the comment that I get, and this is what I'm like, you're white, right? Is what is said to me. Quote.
So you're a race traitor.
You're white, right?
Race traitor.
I said, yeah.
He thinks you should be acting like him.
So then I go, yeah, but I'm also a minority. I am being gay.
A sexual minority, yes.
Technically, like a different than a white.
Trust me, you are.
And then person B pipes up and goes, yeah, you're special. This is the place where you should.
Oh, wow, this is so weird.
It's so toxic. So anyway, that's what goes on. So people wonder why I'm depressed and why
we're
I come
gonna
home.
be a minority. Like what? This
First
is like
of all,
this is white supremacist speech, actually.
Legitimately,
here it comes.
And
it's
also,
like, what are you? What?
Meanwhile, another person in said room is becoming a grandparent of sorts to a mixed baby.
Oh my God! Imagine, yeah.
And he didn't really flinch, and I'm like,
I think he's gonna want to share photos.
I was fucking pissed. I was fucking pissed.
That is so bad.
So anyway, that's what happened to me this week. So it's already started for the Donald Trump
effect.
He also reversed
yeah.
I have a whole slideshow I was making yesterday on Canva about all the presidential, what are they called? Orders that
executive orders.
That he
the recent
erased.
ones like research on cancer at the NIH. He paused it.
Oh yeah.
It's like why is that? Why are we pausing research on cancer?
Don't worry. And
the
you know
pandemic
what?
response
Yeah.
orders is like now they don't report for the first time since like the 50s. The CDC won't report outbreaks.
I hate this. Like
what? What does that mean?
Why do we not want to? I don't understand. Okay, so number one, he got rid of that executive order that preventing and combating discrimination on the basis of gender identity or sexual orientation.
Right,
wow! Don't worry, gays. It's
we get
gonna be
to
fine.
get discriminated.
Executive order protecting work health and safety. So you can basically be on a job site and you're going to get that work done because we don't care about your safety.
It's 120 degrees and we're not going to give you a water break.
Correct.
You're going to die.
0 degrees and you're still going to work. Strengthening Medicaid and Affordable Care Act. Gone.
Gone. Great. That's good.
Guaranteeing an educational environment free from discrimination on the basis of sex, including sexual orientation or gender identity.
Why is it bad to get rid of things banning discrimination?
Right.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Let's see. He got rid of promoting the arts, the humanities, and the museum and library services. Okay, so we don't want to know our history or nothing like that.
It's all about what money you can produce for Elon Musk.
He also took away lowering prescription drug costs for Americans, and this is on
that is bad. That's going to be.
Oh, there's more.
Honey.
Affordable care, criminal justice practice to enhance public trust. So they want accountable policing, meaning they're going to try to get them stricter and obviously go back to, another one that was advancing equality for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer and intersex individuals. So when y'all sit there and say, you don't have to worry. The first
it's like the first week.
And
the
also,
first week, we're like,
for those of you who say, that must be fake news, but it's on whitehouse.gov, which is now taken over by Trump administration that now has gotten rid of all the HIV stuff, has gotten rid of Matthew Shepard was on there. Shepard? Matthew Shepard's pie? Matthew Shepard.
Do you have beef? Do you have onions?
Do you have a little beef? Do you have a little onion? Do you have a little line? So
that gum babe.
It's real.
So basically, these gays who were telling us it's fine, Trump's going to be fine. It's just the trans people we're targeting. It's like, you guys are so fucking stupid.
Also, last night, I don't know if you saw this or not, and I honestly don't know how I feel about. I'm going to make a controversial statement probably. Oh, also, I have more. Hold on before we get to that.
How many
more? Joint resolution from one of these dumb congressmen.
Yes, for the third term.
Yeah, third terms for presidents. Weird. We didn't think that was going to happen, but here we are. But I think it's to other countries.
Yeah, it's to go elsewhere. Yeah, to Africa
my question,
mainly.
though, is... Now, hear me out. I'm not Republican, okay? But I do question sometimes. I think we do give too much of ourselves to other people. And I understand that, like, if we don't control it, it won't be controlled. And that's what's kind of fucked up.
That's the problem.
That's the whole point of this is... And when you don't think about others and you just think about yourself, you're not going to see it that way. You're going to see it as, like, we're just sending all this money worth of medication, like... to all these countries to help prevent HIV.
But one of these fucking planes costs $2 billion to build, and we're spending like $54 million on meds to Africa to prevent HIV.
Right.
It's like we can't afford it, and we should do it, and that's the problem. They make it seem like, oh, those are the expensive things. Like, why are we doing this and this? Well, we gave $18 billion to Israel since October 2023. $18 billion.
Since 2023.
And people want to say we can't afford this. We can't afford free school lunches. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Guess what? They could buy the whole egg industry and give us free eggs for life.
They could guarantee us eggs, yes.
It's so dumb, guys. And I'm sorry. I know, maybe there are some Republicans that listen to the show, which I do know of one.
Lord help us.
I really feel like we need to start looking inside. Okay, let's look inward because this is bad. This is really bad. Like when you have to,
we have been bought out and we've been focusing on the wrong issues. It's like we said last week, it's all these distractions like Gulf of America. Yay. Great. They're using military aircraft, which cost millions to fly, to deport like 80 Mexicans at a time. That's what they did twice this week. They like flew military aircraft. Like, why are we wasting all this money
but did you hear that Mexico...
to fly 80 people back? And Mexico said no to fly, but Guatemala accepted them. But it's like,
God.
But it was only 80 in a plane.
Right. It's like,
what the fuck are we doing?
Right. How much
so
gas?
expensive.
Yeah, how much?
Just let them stay. I mean, it's like it's cheaper to let them stay.
Or here's an idea. Let's get a real path to citizenship instead of all this dumb bullshit. Like
make it easy.
Oh, these are the same people that have been working on the farms for 3 years, 4 years, and picking your goddamn fucking tomatoes.
They've been here the whole time.
They've been here. They've been paying the taxes. They've been doing all that. But now you want to kick them out. But I'm sorry, honey. Who's going to replace them in the fields? Not white
Florida?
people.
Like I'm thinking of Florida's like whole like
orange groves.
Orange groves.
The orange groves.
They actually grow a ton of
the Manatee fields.
Most of the tomatoes for Wendy's come from there.
Yeah.
They grow a lot of like produce in Florida. It's weird.
And we pay them nothing because
they get paid nothing.
And so the question begs to differ. What is the word?
Begs to differ.
It begs to differ. The question that I have for everyone is like, what's going on? Like, what is going on? Also, it's so expensive to do everything, and yet it's $7.25 for the minimum wage.
There's so many things.
If you want to fucking... What's that buzz noise? That's what I keep hearing, the buzz. It is pretty much gone.
It's pretty much gone.
Maybe I'm just like high and I can hear.
No, I heard it.
Okay. Well,
no, I heard it too.
Okay.
It's not there.
So
Good.
So that's your Trump update.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't want to do this every week, but like, it's getting just nasty. Like, why would you? And I understand Biden sucked ass.
Yeah,
okay?
we have to just. I mean, it was so bad.
But like, what are we doing? Why do we have to keep going backwards? Like, I'm just tired. It's just I'm tired.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm depressed because of the election and stuff, and I'm just tired of like, we're gonna push this rock up the hill,
well, it's
just for it
another
to fall right back on us. And
right.
it's like, I'm tired. I don't
you
give
look
a
back
fuck.
over the past like 40, 50 years, you're like, why are they trying to erase it? Oh,
right.
Because they want to concentrate the wealth into the hands of the few. They want to go back to the Gilded
And they're not
Age.
even lying about it. I know he's
This is literally the
20.
20. It's just like the 1920s.
Look on the stage, all the richest people in the world.
Billionaires, all billionaires, like, they don't care about any of us, guys.
Yep.
Oof.
The head of AI, the head of Meta, the head of Twitter, the head of Tesla, the head of all the big shit, right there on stage. And all you dumbasses that voted for him are like, look at that. There it is. Da-da-da. You understand these people are going to
They're going in the meat grinder.
Right?
You're going in the meat grinder.
You're not going to get your eggs that you want. Some girl, my favorite part is these female MAGAs.
The egg prices.
Oh, not even the egg prices, girl. It's the ones that have gotten a divorce and are getting paid child support. Honey, now they can't claim child support because of Trump.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
What?
Trump took it away.
What?
Oh, the men get to, if you pay child support, you get to claim the kids on taxes. So this one's like, I didn't know this was gonna. I'm like, well, this is what research is for. This is what reading is
my
for.
God.
Because I knew this was coming.
So if you pay child support,
You get the tax.
Matt would have loved that because they alternated every other year. And it made a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. You get like $8,000.
Like, it's a joke.
It's dumb to have kids. You can get like $8,000. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, and again,
you need more, but
again, it's a weird thought when you think your government's going to award you for having fucking snot-nosed asshole bitch-ass kids that end up ruining things.
Do you know why? Because they need more workers. So that's the truth. They need more soldiers and workers. What do you think?
I know, but like, it's like, and I understand as, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong.
About?
Just
life.
Maybe I'm just not a good like American. Like maybe I don't really believe in the America that.
Right.
This is me being real too right now. This is like fully hitting edible.
No, you're going through changing where you realize this place sucks and it actually has always
sucked. And I'm
sucked.
watching like the American.
And it's like bad. It's just bad. It's actually a bad place.
Like what is so great about like what's like I don't. In other countries are looking at us now going, that was definitely the Hitler sign that he said, but nobody's saying anything.
Right. They're like, oh, no one's talking about it. They're saying he's autistic. It's like,
right.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's Barron Trump, but we won't even go into that. I don't understand him.
Nosferatu looking. Like he looked horrifying when he stood up. It's like,
he's like, hey, God. He looks, he has zero personality.
He's so stiff. I'm really worried.
But I'm also, I did see him shake Biden and
maybe he's
Kamala's
trying to be better.
Well, I think he might be. He's like he might be the one that saves like, because I know he's next in line. I mean, he's going to be groomed to be the next like Donald Trump.
Well, yeah, the two cokehead brothers aren't going to be able to do it.
Look at them. They're like,
I mean,
it's like Beavis and Butthead.
They are so bad.
They are so. They're up on stage like the one guy.
They're doing coke all the time.
They don't know how to stand right. They don't know how to say the right things. They go on all the wrong shows. I mean, Barron's one that supposedly set up Trump to go to like Rogan and all those people. He's young, the young people. Regardless, there is something that I did want to say about Trump that's positive.
My God.
Everything. I was happy.
Okay. That's our sound effect board. So basically what I was trying to say is, so I was watching this press conference with Trump and the mayor of Los Angeles. And there is some things that he says that are actually not wrong. It's who he is, how he treats people, and his major policies that suck. But there are things that he does that, like, honestly, I think if he would just shut the fuck up and take his ego out the door and work for everyone, he would be actually he would get shit done. He gets shit done. Look where he's at. Now, here's what he was saying to the mayor of Los Angeles, and I was like kind of floored. She was basically saying, like, we need to wait a little bit while before you can go back to your houses. No reason why. Well, then apparently they're going to make people get permits to go back to their houses.
What?
Yeah. And Trump's like, we can let them go back to their own houses and get a dumpster and throw out what they don't want and grab whatever's salvageable. And that's the end of it.
Permits?
they were saying like it would take 4 weeks or 6 weeks.
No.
Right.
These
So, like,
I know people were getting arrested for trying to go back to their house.
Right, it's their
like,
house.
leave. Like, just go away.
Right,
Let
so-
them die if they want.
also, it sounds like I love California, but I don't know
Nope.
if I'd live there.
No, Matt and I were talking about it because we were like, oh,
I
San
love
Diego. San Diego's in the same risk for the fires. And like literally, because they're always in a drought in Southern California.
Well, hi. The
It's just-
fires are what creates the carbon something and like cleans up all the shit on the floor of the forest. Like it's supposed to happen.
Oh, well, fires are regular. They're just not of this size or duration. Yeah.
Well, then you
forest
put-
fires
well,
are normal.
but
Like
when
they
you-
do happen.
But when you put houses and stuff
Right.
that'll burn, then it goes longer and longer
And lasts longer. And when the air is drier, because there's a drought,
polluted it.
because it's warmer air, drier air.
So anyway, there are things that when he said that, I was like, he's actually not wrong about that. Like, why can't these people go back? So, but obviously he's nothing great. But I'm just saying, like,
Right.
there are glimpses of like somebody who, I wish he was like this on the outside, but really didn't do any of the stuff, the bad stuff. But he's really this term. He's like, I mean, he's going for it.
No, it's, yeah.
Like the last time he's had all this talk and then he kind of let it fade and it was like, whatever. Now he's jumping right in and doing this and taking this way and doing this.
It's bad.
I mean, the 80 Mexicans that went back to Mexico. I mean, like, I guess he's
it's like-
doing something, but it's like he was mad about us
Right.
pulling out of Afghanistan, wasting
Right.
money and resources.
Like a big
I'm like,
thing.
girl. So anyway.
Like actually something. Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. So you've been Trumpified.
No, I'm just
MAGA Bobby.
no. I do believe in this. And I just said I wasn't really
Yeah,
American. I do believe in the whole thought of a democracy. I do believe in the whole, like, if your guy doesn't win, you should support the president still. However, when you don't speak to me and you just speak to your fans, how am I supposed to even like relate to you in any way, shape, or form? So, and nobody on the right has like nobody on the right has ever talked like somebody on the left. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
people on the left,
They don't come to us and
they
try to
don't-
convince
no,
us. They're crazy.
They're crazy. They
Like,
just think
cra-
they're
it's
like, oh, you fucking libtard, you motherfucker.
It's like,
And
why don't you try to explain your things and we'll challenge it and see if you
there
can.
are some.
Yeah.
There are some people that I have had great conversations with too, and I appreciate it. And I do believe that they don't want anything to happen to me and all this. But we've got to start thinking outside of the lines here and like really see what's going on. Like we're all getting played regardless, but that's really the point. But anyway,
Wow, you really went into that.
I went all in.
Now we're going to do all this.
The quote of the week
Quote of the week.
is from Michael today.
Okay.
Not everything has to be political or gay.
Unfortunately, that's not true. Just not true.
I mean, it just
pretty much
can't-
nowadays everything is.
Yeah.
Everything has to be political or gay. Were you just talking nonstop about things?
Well, I was like, what can I talk about on the show? And he's like, we just got our ceiling patch. I go, nobody wants to hear about that. And then I'm like,
You were trying to tell him that. Yeah.
yeah. And he's like, well, it doesn't have to be political or gay. And I'm like, it actually does. I think.
I think it's required.
I think it's a requirement.
That's the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love your shit.
So I have to tell, and I'll read it, but what happened to me on Thursday was tragic. I clearly got some like GI bug. So at like 2 p.m., I'm at my nail appointment. I'm like, I have to throw up. I was like, just a minute, I have to go throw up. Okay. So at this time, I'm just like, I hadn't eaten lunch and I took my medication late. So I thought it was the Trintellix plus that, which happens all the time. So I was like, okay, fine. So I threw up once. Then I thought I had to again a couple times because I still hadn't eaten the whole time I'm sitting there for 2 hours. Like it's long to do nails. So it was like
those nails, yeah.
right. So I'm like, I've got to eat something because I thought it was acid. It was just acid. So then I didn't throw up though again there. So then I paid, went home. I was like, okay, I do. I'm like sitting around. And then I'm like, oh my God, I have to throw up again. I then threw up probably 20 more times, just like yellow. I'm talking like disgust. Yeah. Just like dark yellow stuff, acid. Bile. And it lasted till 11 p.m. And then in the middle, I started having diarrhea and I was doing what you did where I was having diarrhea and throwing up at the same time.
Now, pro tip: don't get on your knees to throw up. Make sure you sit down. To
Yes,
throw
that's
up.
what I did. I remembered. I was like, this has happened to Bobby.
Yeah, I shit myself.
But I was panicking because I was like almost passing out because I definitely was hypotensive. Like my blood pressure had to be nothing. And I was like inveigling out. So I'm like on the ground, like, I got to call 911.
Where was Matt at this point?
In the basement downstairs. Like exactly.
You're like,
I literally was like,
help.
he did help me, but I was like, I was like, can you bring me water? He's like, well, where's your water cup? I said, just bring it. I was so pissed. I was
panicking.
I was panicking, and I don't want to have to argue with him about where my water cup is. He's like, well, where's your water cup?
Never seen you in a crisis of health ever. Right. So that'd be interesting to see, because I'm always like, oh my God, I'm fucking dying, which, yeah.
I actually just go quiet, and I know it's going to be fine, but I just have to, like, even when I was passing out, I was like, I'm just passing out, and I'll wake up. I'm passing out. I'm just passing out.
I hate that feeling. It freaks me out. When I get really high, it happens to me sometimes when I stand up. It does.
Ding.
Bing.
So anyways, that ended at about 11, and I lost 9 pounds. The next day I weighed myself, and I was like, yes.
He's a skinty whore.
No, you start to feel you're like,
oh, I know.
I can do anything. I really did. This is what I wrote down. I'm not fat phobic, but
you're fat phobic, and you had a fat best friend for years, and then now that I'm skinny, you can say all these things.
No, this is not true. But you know how you give yourself a little treat if you've been skinny that day? Well, for me, it's getting the Chipotle burrito and not the bowl. Because that's like that's a thing. I realized I actually do that a lot. Like if I have like not really eaten at all, and I'm like I have all these calories saved up for the day.
That's
like,
addiction.
I can eat whatever I want, and then or I was sick and I lost 9 pounds. I was like, I want to get the burrito with the wrap.
Yep.
Because I normally get it in a bowl. Because I feel guilty getting a tortilla.
I'm gonna get pizza because I was good all week.
Literally. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Trust me.
I'm still doing that.
That's
like I was like,
cool.
I want the Chipotle burrito because I lost 9 pounds.
Eating disorder. We have eating disorders. Like we definitely have like.
But I immediately caught myself. I realized it quickly because I was like, I said that and then I was like, why am I acting like, oh, I have to like have thrown up and had diarrhea before I can get a tortilla that's 300 calories, which is literally nothing in a week's eating, like 300 calories, nothing.
It's like, how you, and
right?
You actually, if you look at it a week, it's way different.
Yeah.
So I used to look at it daily, and
daily is not good.
Daily, you can, but there's some days that like I wouldn't, if it wasn't for Michael, I wouldn't eat.
Right. I know. Honey, I know.
Because
speaking of eating disorders, anorexic.
Yeah, that's my next one, anorexia. Call me anorexic, Erica, anorexic.
But yeah,
So you made it though. You survived. When did the bug go away?
11 p.m. the same day. It was like 2 to 11.
So you literally had your last.
And then I felt sick though the whole night. I didn't do anything the next day.
Weak and stuff.
I didn't really sleep. I woke up every 2 hours.
Well,
just
you
I felt a
texted
little
me
sick.
yesterday. You're like, I almost died and went to the hospital. I'm like, what?
I literally was like, I might have to I was like, I thought I would pass out and choke on my vomit, and Matt wouldn't find me until I was dead.
Oh my God! Did you roll on your stomach though? At least that's what I would have done.
Yeah, no, I was on my side. I got on my side. Then I was on my back, and I was like, no.
I know because
fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I was bad. I was sweat through everything. I was drenched. I had on a sweatshirt. I had a sweatshirt that was like an inch thick and like sweatpants. They were wet to touch on the outside.
Nothing worse.
On the outside, I was like, oh, they're soaked.
There's nothing worse than sweating out a fever. Nothing. And there's nothing worse than night sweats. To be honest with you, I swear to God.
Night sweats. No. Do you have cancer?
No. Every time I get what's it called? COVID.
COVID.
Or the flu. When I get really sick, I get night sweats.
I'm a night sweater too, randomly.
Like
I get random.
And when I wake up and that cold sheet is wet, it is the worst feeling.
Yeah, it is the worst feeling.
You're like, you can't get rid of it.
Takes you back to wetting the bed.
Kind of. It's like
it's bad. It's like something's bad.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I wet the
You're not supposed to be wet in bed. That's right.
I never wet the bed. I really did.
I was a bedwetter for years.
Well, my friends were, and I remember the mom woke us up at 11 o'clock and said, get up, we're going to go to the bathroom. And I was like, why? I don't have to go to the bathroom. I'm sleeping.
Right.
Yeah, because our kids pissed the bed.
The special kids like me. I wonder if it's correlated.
There's got to be some kind of tism with
I feel like there could
piss
be.
Play. Well, this is why you get the squirter blanket. You used to lay
literally.
Your own piss
they keep hearing me talk about being a bedwetter. They're like, get him a blanket, ad.
Get that blanket.
Maybe he'll buy it.
Which we did find out one of our listeners. She
is a frequent user. Shout out to Aubrey.
Yeah, but she's a frequent. She gets the commercial as well about squirting. So
yeah, she doesn't use them.
We feel like
she might.
You guys are squirters. You guys are little whores.
I feel like there's more female squirters out there than we're aware of.
If you're a female squirter,
give us a call, 614-721-5336.
Also, I wanted to mention this as well. If you're a flight attendant or any kind of person in the airlines industry,
I need to hear.
I need first class. I need first class for free. I need first class for free to Ireland and back. So I'm going to have to ask you all the tips and tricks. If you are one of those people that can hook it up,
wow.
I would love it. I'm still going to buy my base price ticket. but I got to get upgraded, honey. I can't do it.
Yeah, we need to figure out the secrets to get upgraded.
Yeah, we need upgraded.
Who do we need to
easily.
know? Who do we need to blow?
Who do we need to blow? Honestly, I'll blow the captain.
Especially if they're Irish.
Captain.
You are gonna die in Ireland, by the way. Like, I don't think you fully.
Oh, I have.
You saw in those Matt and Nat videos. You see the people around
Did you
them.
not? Yes.
Yeah, I was like,
did you not see?
Shout out to Matt and Nat.
I was in Cork on Google Maps, and I was
Oh,
like,
that guy, yeah,
and there
that-
was this hot ginger. I was like,
He has shorts. Yeah, like.
you could tell he was a white pink. What is it called? I almost said a white pink. That's not a redheaded pink or dark haired pink. There's a lot of dark haired pinks.
Dark haired pinks are, and I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with it too, but I just got to get rid of the notion that I don't like uncut.
You can do it,
I know. I feel like I can, if they're
especially if
hot.
it's pressed up against you, and you're just like, "What's that?" And you feel it,
If they're hot,
and then you're like, "Oh God!"
no. If they're hot,
You step.
I just don't want to suck them. That's the thing. I'll play with them.
Touch them is fine.
They could even fuck me with them, I guess.
It might be nice. It might be smoother.
Yeah, it might be a lot more lubey. Yeah, actually.
Probably.
Natural. I'll make them come
If you're uncut, let us know if it's easier to fuck without lube or less lube. Do you save money on lube? 614-721-5336. Uncut customers,
gems.
let us know. Uncut gems.
So, Julia.
I have something else.
Okay, good.
One thing I wondered if this happens to you. Do you get like emotional when you're sick? You know what I mean?
I
like,
almost just spit this out
like,
everywhere.
Like, you know, where you're just a little bit like, maybe you will cry at that commercial, or you're like, want to watch a movie that might make you feel like,
You just feel
because you're just like,
you
wow,
feel pitiful for yourself.
yeah.
I wouldn't say emotional. I get
emotional. I think also because I realize like we have no control.
Okay.
And you can just die at any moment. And it's like, that's that.
Correct. That's what gets me freaked out.
You know, I'm on the ground and I'm like sweating through
Will I
everything.
ever be normal again?
I feel like that's it. Like, I feel like I could choke on vomit and just die. And he would not find me until I'm dead, cold. Or Penny would probably find me and eat the vomit and be like, wait,
is he dead?
But that's what I think being sick, if you get like really sick where you feel terrible, it kind of reminds you like, this is just a gamble. This is just a roll of the dice. Like,
Well, like you feel like you're never.
you don't have control of anything if you
like
don't have your health.
Like my idol situation.
You
Like
have
I was
no, yeah,
like,
you could
oh
be
my God, I'm never
debilitated forever.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, wow.
Walking around will be different.
Walking is a privilege.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah.
And you don't realize it. Like even just,
breathing, like when you get a cough or you're like, I can't breathe for this week. I have this pneumonia or something. And so then it reminds. So I think that's what makes me emotional.
So
but
maybe, yeah, you.
And then I'm like,
how,
I want to watch a movie about something where you lose something.
So like you lose.
Because I'm worried about
somebody.
loss.
Have you watched the Dan Levy gay one yet?
No.
On Netflix.
What's it called?
I forget.
Okay. No, I haven't.
It's really good.
Okay. I'll have to.
I don't get emotional. I just get like annoyed, and I get like you said, like I guess an emotional way that like I don't want to watch emotional things. Actually,
Okay.
I'm the opposite. I'm always like, oh, I'm sick. I'm gonna play PlayStation all day. I will not play PlayStation all day because I'm so sick.
I know.
That's how you know I'm sick.
But
is
you
when
want, yeah.
I'm like excited about like I don't. Have
I
to
like the
work.
sick where you're a little sick, but you could play your Switch
I
and lay on the
agree.
couch
I-
and still watch a movie. But like, yeah, that day,
There's some sick where you're like-
I was in the bed from like
Yeah.
3 to 11. Well, 3 to 9 a.m. Yeah,
It's
like,
scary when you get sick and like
I didn't
you
get out of
can't-
bed.
You can't fix it.
no. So that, yeah, and that can just happen. That's the crazy thing,
Right. Like people wake up and have cancer all of a
right? It's
sudden.
like boom. That's it.
Like, oh, all of a sudden I had a headache and now I have an aneurysm, or oh my God,
we don't have control,
I've had a weird back problem and now it's cancer of the spine. It's like,
right? But isn't it weird? We think we have control and we don't have
we
control.
have zero control, and that's what makes me laugh.
People are always like, "Oh, I got my things in order. I pay my credit card bills on time.
That's
and
why I don't
meet
give a
my
fuck.
mortgage, and I do this and this and this." It's like, boom! Actually, none of that mattered. You don't have control.
Actually, you literally could wake up tomorrow.
You don't have control. You had a stroke
There could be an earthquake right now. We fall through the earth, and that's it. It's
and end
over.
up in China.
and end up in China.
I'm ready. I kind of want to go to China. That's a confession.
You already heard my thing about Asia. Nope.
Yeah, you're afraid.
I just don't want to stick.
You're going to be a big person over there.
Right,
That's
that's
the one
why-
thing is you would be like famous.
well, and maybe that's why
You would get a lot of attraction.
Unfortunately, I'm. Just,
I mean, actually, yeah, like kids would be like, "Oh, wow."
oh, arigato.
Yeah.
No. Thank you.
They're like, "Thank you
for coming and gracing us with your presence. I'm like, I don't.
Hajime
I don't.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, konnichiwa.
Huh?
Ohio.
Yeah, good morning. I like you know that. That's cute.
Yeah. My grandparents went to Japan. My grandfather was a
My
pilot.
grandfather was a pilot.
He probably took a United. God damn it. I would. Oh.
You should. I know. If you had like
God.
legacy.
How can I get, like, a
on
legacy
that? Can you get
card?
on? Oh my God.
Like, I'll be like,
Rob.
Breaking news.
Michael's singing like he's on a Broadway show, and it's off Broadway.
It's fully off. It's like
It's in Columbus.
Yeah. I was going to say like Iowa or something. Except for I heard Iowa's kind of fun.
You just want that corn-fed cock. There is no, don't lie to me. You want pink,
Boise, or no, Idaho?
Corn-fed
Is
pink.
it Idaho or?
Idaho is probably better.
No,
There's actually things to do outside in Idaho. We can ski.
Actually, yeah.
Not cross-country ski like in Iowa.
I want to go to Wyoming too. I want to go to Jackson's Hole.
Jackson's Hole. It's called Jackson Hole.
Actually, I don't.
Jackson's Hole.
What's crazy about this stuff though?
Is that a porn site?
It's called Jackson's Hole. There's on my game. There's like the craziest landings and like Jackson Hole's on it. Aspen.
Oh, so
like anything in the mountains. Like I
would go to
Aspen
Aspen with you in the summer. It's still fun. Actually, there's more dance parties.
I don't want to go to. Oh, I know. They were showing. Yeah,
they're wild. You'll get Sophie Tucker.
I'd rather go somewhere else.
I don't even know her name.
Like, okay, let's go to Aspen in the summer. No, let's just.
I know exactly. That's
we
the
gotta
problem.
go to Seattle.
I'm ready.
That's our next United States trip.
Fuck.
Actually,
write it off.
And it might, because I might be able to get off of work, or I might be able to work.
Might be work.
There's a new shop opening up in Seattle, and I already put my volunteer in, so then I could go like the week before I work there, or like the long weekend before, and then I would stay a week, and then I would leave the weekend after. But that has nothing to do with you.
That would be so fun. I would come.
Right, you could come.
Bitch, I'm coming. Obviously.
All right.
Oh my God, that would be so fun.
It would be so fun. I don't know if I have anything written down, honestly.
That's all I have.
I was trying to be
Sundries.
like cold as fuck, and I'm over it. Seeing a text come over, what is your reaction?
What's that? Seeing a what come over?
A text? Any text. Like anytime I get a text, and maybe it's part of depression.
I'm like,
I always get, oh, who's texting me? And I'm like, it's like I panic.
Yeah, because I would say I mix because it depends on the mood.
And then who it is and like where I'm at in my head. Like if I'm waiting for that person, cool.
Like sometimes I get annoyed by text from anyone.
Right.
But then other times it's like only certain people. But then sometimes I'm like, yes, what text is it?
Right. I know.
Because I have multiple out that I'm like waiting to hear back from, and it sounds exciting.
Multiple out.
You know what I'm like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do that? And then when I'm gathering info and we're arranging things. So then I'm excited.
No, I hear you. I just was thinking about that because sometimes I get really anxious with the text. I'm like, I don't want, especially.
You're expecting bad news. And why?
I don't know. And you're right. It's always negative. It's always like something's wrong. Somebody's dying. Somebody has a disease.
It's depression.
Maybe that's my tism, is I'm hypersensitive to
doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom. That's a good word. I was going to say like not even rare occurrences, but like, I mean, if anything rare is going to happen, I think I'm going to be the one. Like if you put me in a room with a million people, I'd be like, I'm the one that's getting picked. Like, and I would absolutely believe
not get picked.
And I wouldn't get picked. If I would have gotten picked already, I would have won the lottery. I would have won some of these bets. No.
Right.
So I don't know.
You won the life lottery. You have me as your friend.
I gave him everything. I was half a virgin when I met him.
I have something actually else too.
Oh.
I had a panic attack high on, maybe it was the same day you were throwing up.
Thursday. It was a bad day when we were purging.
I had a panic attack about life again.
Yeah.
And just how fucking goddamn fast it is.
Yeah, it's like,
and how I'm sitting here thinking like,
I did this week too. I was on a walk and I was like, oh.
Like I was thinking about 8 years ago. I was thinking about before like COVID. I was thinking about when I moved in this house and I'm like, oh my God, it's been so long, yet here we are. And this is what I keep visioning, and this is what keeps getting me into a full panic while high. That I am literally already on my deathbed.
Right.
But like we
kind of are.
Like, and then I'll be there.
And when you are, you're going to look back and be like, I was right. You're like, it was just like that.
But it almost like you're like inching towards that moment of like, well, this is it. Like that's your whole entire life is inching towards that, regardless if you think about it or not. That's what is actually happening, is how long are you going to last on this earth and to expire? Now, with the AI stuff, although they can start building their own robots, they were saying, and like take over the world, fine. Actually, I think it'd be better than what we have now.
Could be pretty cool.
They also will probably learn how to expand our lifespan for, they said double it, but maybe not look ugly.
No.
Diseases, like, because it's so smart that it will continue to teach itself how to fix a problem. Now, I'm sure they'll find some fixes and delete them because they need the money, big pharma.
Dylan, we got to keep them sick.
Yeah. So, which, speaking of that, I haven't even heard of RFK, and he's like, where's he been?
I don't even know.
Usually you can hear him a mile away.
This fucker.
Speaking of people with shit in their fucking
I know,
goddamn throats.
right? Every time you hear him, it's like,
I'm sorry.
What parasite did this?
I'm sorry that you have like a paralyzed throat. Now,
What was that? Go on the Citizen app.
step by step, day by day by day.
Okay. Day. Day.
Dale.
Day.
So yeah, I don't know. Life is crazy, and I feel like maybe the election and all that's kind of bringing this out. But like, I'm ready to get to Ireland. I also had another problem where I was looking around the world where I wanted to go, and there's like 4 places, and I'm like, this world is so big, yet I don't want to go to half these places. Like, I don't even want to fucking.
You
look at
have to examine why you don't want to go to places.
them. Fear.
Because, right. So then once you figure that out, the whole world opens up.
I guess honestly, I'm a terrible person, and that's been another episode.
Tell the truth to our listeners.
No, I don't want to because it's rude.
Well, I'll talk to you about it in private.
No, I mean, I just
It might
don't-
not be.
No, but like
There may be truth to it.
Well, here's some
even
truth.
if it sounds wrong, even if
It's gonna
some parts
sound
are wrong.
absolutely horrifyingly racist. It's going to sound absolutely like
Not again.
right. So as we know, I like corn-fed white bread. All these places that I look to go, there's not
You only travel for attraction, for dick.
correct.
And that's a true statement.
That's it. Okay, so I'm not racist. I'm just a whore.
You actually don't want to see places. You want to see people. Like I've literally everywhere. You're like, we should go to New York or Chicago because boys, like thick boys, or we should
I
go
love
to.
how you act like I'm like this whole like you're the one that is
Oh,
always looking
Seattle
at
has
boys.
these really unique queer people, like, but they're hot.
Oh no,
You're trying to get me to all different
dick.
dick.
Actually, I love Seattle.
That's
though,
why we're
in
going to
general.
Ireland. Is pink dick. That's the only reason.
I wish-
Let's be honest here. We're going for the
well,
pink dick.
we're going. Well, we always said we wanted to go somewhere with pink dick.
So we're going for the pink dick.
No, we're not. I mean, I'm definitely going to try to enjoy it, but also I really do want to see where my family's from. I really do.
Oh, that's right.
It's
I got to figure out that's about
different-
my family.
it's a different
my
kind of-
grandma is from,
Okay, so figure it out.
but not. I don't think it's been
think
too
you're
far
more of a-
back.
I
I
think
need
you're
to get
more
a
of an-
passport.
I think you're more of a Northern Ireland kind of a girl.
I was British.
Yeah, like
It's not an Irish name.
Griffith is Welsh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but
Fucking Welsh.
I'm
The
four-part.
weirdest language I've ever tried to read. Have you seen something in Welsh?
No.
There's so many consonants and C's and S's and W's, and I don't know how to. What? What do you do? What happened?
Oh, I just got a text from my husband. Friend.
Is he tucked in and eating his soup?
No, he said he was just let the dogs out. Da, 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 da. Just give me a little play-by-play. That's actually really good. We really hit
great.
down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I travel for dick only.
That's a
kinda
revelation.
true.
You're
It's
welcome.
like,
Every time I come
love-
here, I have a revelation.
But
Every
honestly,
time.
that's
You're like,
some-
I didn't really want to go there. You don't want like little Asian cocks, I guess. And not all of them are little, by the
No,
way.
I don't. It's not that I.
You don't want Asian cock though, because you see that yellow or something.
It's not the
is that
color.
racist?
No, yeah, that's fully racist, and I never saw a color. It's more like I like blonde people. Like I don't know how to like phrase that right.
In a non-racist way.
Yeah, like I'm like Hitler. You know what I
How
mean?
do I phrase
Blue
it right?
eyes.
I only like blonde and blue eyes.
Well, from my heart.
yeah, from my heart. This has been another episode.
It's like, but I.
But
don't
that's
wanna
what you're
sound
attracted
like
to.
That,
but
but
so
that's
I think
what I'm attracted to.
That's what I said. We need to examine why we don't want to go to these places,
But
no matter the reason.
I'm also really
there
fearful.
has to be a reason.
I have another fear. I'm really afraid of being gay, and like going to these. Okay. I'm just telling you. Everywhere
Okay.
we go, everywhere we look at, I would make
Thailand
sure
just
they're-
approved gay marriage.
That's fine. Then we can go to. I would go to Thailand.
Thailand would be amazing.
And it's
You
cheap
love
as
Thai
fuck.
food. Yeah,
it's like
like-
$100 to stay in like a king
Right.
suite.
So,
Yeah,
no,
like-
literally
No,
with
I'm
a
not
plunge
kidding. With a
pool.
pool,
With
yeah.
a plunge pool personal. Like it's like, oh, okay.
and a butler, and they like
Yeah.
change your underwear for you,
It's
and it's like
dumb. Like
dumb.
it could be so good.
Like yeah, I would love to do that kind of stuff.
Right. But like
But
so
as
you
long
like
as
say
there's Americans at
Right.
the hotel,
exactly. You're looking for that white
dick.
cock.
and by white I mean just like actually.
We don't want white. I don't know what white would be.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be
A
weird.
little dusty.
Ugh, a dusty.
Like when
cock.
your dad used to put that baby powder.
Yeah. You don't powder your balls in vagina?
I know you do.
I do sometimes. Not really, actually, often.
Good. You don't want to absorb the talc.
I
You'll
know.
get breast cancer.
Well, I get talc free, girl.
Do they make it with talc anymore?
I don't think so, actually.
It's got to be illegal.
Well,
now Trump's going to bring it back.
yeah.
Talc baby powder.
You know where
You'll get cancer again.
You know where we can get our money back? From talc.
Yeah. It's
There's a gold mine of talc underneath
we've got a
this.
lot of
It's like-
talc in Alabama.
So we also have a lot of lead paint in New York City in these old buildings.
And
but
Detroit
we
and
don't-
Flint. Like Flint
Yeah,
doesn't have
Flint.
clean water still.
Flint literally.
That's the thing. It's like,
yeah, we're going to send all of our aid to Israel to bomb
Right.
innocent people, but we need to have a full overhaul of Flint water, and nobody's talking about it.
Nope.
Aaron Brockovich did all this for nothing, even though I don't think it was for Flint. But I'm just saying.
God, Aaron, bring her back. We need Shiros.
Where's Julia Roberts?
Where's our Shiros? I hate that word. That's my sundry. I hate the word Shiro.
Oh, okay. Let's go into it.
I hate it.
Sundries.
I just hate it. I'm like, this sounds so dumb.
Shiro. Yeah,
It's like, just call her a hero. Why does it have to be a Shiro?
It sounds more like a like a shim.
Yeah,
Does that make
right. It
sense?
just
Like-
sounds wrong. It's like
we don't need to like
Shiro.
a Shiro.
I just don't get it.
I get it.
Aesthetically, I don't
No,
get it.
I
I love the
totally-
idea of like recognizing women as heroes, but like I just want them to be a hero. Like,
Yeah, like just be
Let's
heroes.
use the same
Why does it
word.
be a woman doctor? It's just a doctor. Why does it be a woman police officer? It's just a
yeah, I
police
don't want
officer.
to hear that anymore.
Oh well, don't worry. Our new general, whatever,
Lord and Savior.
whatever his name is, the Secretary General or General Secretary, whatever one does the military. He's like, well, women can still serve, but they're going to have to pass the physical test that the men can in order to continue to serve. And they're going to have the same.
It's like, what?
bar.
Yeah.
First of all, honey, we just fly drones now. Like I don't know if
I
anybody
know.
realizes we're not
having men run across a
I'm actually
battlefield.
not sure why they're
ever.
not recruiting gamers because that's
Right.
what the future is going to be like. Robots.
That's what
killing
Ukraine
each
and
other.
Russia is now. They have literal drone armies going across.
That's all that's going to be
Fighting at the
What do you
same
think we're
time.
building here? That's
Yeah.
that's all.
It's
War is
so
going to be
bad.
all sneak attacks. You're
Yeah.
going to have to get radars that can pick up these little fucking things. They're going to be able to go.
this big. They can build things now that are this
Oh, I
size
know,
that
and they
can
just-
fly.
If you go to the website for the
like-
people that are building here,
they're going to be dead.
the drones are actually the bomb. So like they'll just drive them right into where they're
bomb,
going.
yeah.
Yep. So just so everyone knows, that's how warfare is. So I'm not sure why we have to do 60 pull-ups or whatever to be able to go ahead and just stand there and watch your drone bomb somebody and be like, look at what I did. I don't know. Like we don't even need a military as much. You just need to have. We could all be here flying the drones over there.
I
Via
wish
satellite.
everyone was like, we don't need a military. Everyone in the world.
Oh yeah, it'd be nice if everybody would just be like, hey, why don't we just share?
You know, all this money we spend doing all this stuff to like predict
Why don't
future
we just
wars
give-
and battles.
Why don't we
what
just
if we
all
just
work
like
for
did
each
something
other?
good?
Yeah, like what if we just everybody got what they wanted, but like you
Wow.
worked though. You had this is how it was. You contributed. I have the
Yeah.
tomatoes. I grow the tomatoes.
That's how we
Everybody knows I
evolved
grow the
in
tomatoes.
small groups, hunter gatherer
Right.
type. Yeah. It was like you knew everyone in your group.
Oh my
knew,
God, you're so
I'll
good.
help you. You help me. This is how. And we spent so many years, tens of thousands of years living like that. And then all of a sudden in the past 50, 100, we have to do this capitalism ridiculousess.
To where
It's insane.
and it's actually kind of weird because we're doing the same thing in these little.
Our
mini
bodies are like,
meetings,
what's going on? We don't feel well in the system.
Yeah.
It's because we're not supposed to.
We're not supposed to be eating what we're eating. We're not supposed to be feeling what we're feeling.
Right.
We're so supercharged and psychotic when really we're just supposed to be
These
just
alerts
living.
that we get nonstop.
Yeah, we're just supposed to be living. Like
I mean, we manage them, but it's like that never used to happen. Your inputs were things around you, outside noises, breeze, bird sound, just
That's
the
what
sounds of
actually I kind of
nature. And now we hear
actually-
dings and buzzes and rings and all these things, and your phone and your watch goes off. It's like this is not what our brain evolved for.
yeah.
This is insane.
That's why I'm really excited about Ireland to hear like the river rushing in.
It's going to be
Galway
beautiful
and, like,
nature.
yeah.
No, like the nature. It's all
green.
good. Yeah, it's green.
Hopefully.
It's green. No, it is green.
Also at the Moor thing, I want to go on a boat. They have these cruises.
you can go down and go. Oh,
Yeah, and
I
they
would
start
do
back
that.
up in March. So
Yes.
we need to look into it. And, like,
Okay.
And you want to? Yeah. My sundry is car leases, and here's why. I love it because I don't pay that much.
Because I'm trying to figure out if I should do it.
I'm about to release.
Okay.
I think. But the part that's bothering me is just the whole goddamn process of buying a fucking car. Like, here's the deal. I want to spend X amount of money. Get me there. Don't make me come and
Right.
leave and
Right.
do the game.
You know.
I would sign a fucking contract.
This is what I want to do. This is my price.
Now, I will say I've been looking. Well, I was looking at EVs for a second. I was on Tesla, but I'm not going to get Tesla.
Right.
But I was there.
I want an EV.
You can literally
Hyundai
buy.
has a good one, an Ioniq 5.
Well, I know what I'm going to get. It's actually going to be a Kia.
Yeah.
A Kia Sportage X Line. It's
What is
called.
that?
It's just hot.
I want to see it.
Yeah, it's like So and it's cheaper
God,
than
I'm
my car now,
excited.
but it has more bells and okay, so here's my thing. I'm a bells and whistles kind of a girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
And I like
want
that.
I want the sunroof, I want the leather seats, I want the big
Yes.
screen. I don't care about really the performance or like
No.
the tires or I just want it to look hot and it has to have black rims.
Oh yeah, I do like that. Oh, that's good.
Sick. Yeah. So anyway,
That's like the Subaru aspect we like too.
Yeah, kinda
Matt and I.
lesbian, kinda not.
Yeah, multi-terrain. Oh, that's plenty of
there's
horsepower.
no more Kia boys because I looked that up as well, and they're like extra safe now. Like, if anything,
yeah, I'm sure.
they tripled the security on it, so there shouldn't be any problems with insurance. Like, so I'm
I
just kind of
like
like, this is
that.
my next move, I think.
Oh yeah, this is gonna look cool.
Look how
inside.
cool it is. Yeah, like, girl, look at this.
Oh my god, it's just like two screen. I love it.
It's cute.
I like it. Yeah,
It's kind of like my car now, but like,
it has all the Apple.
I need the bells and
CarPlay.
whistles.
Yeah,
I need the bells and whistles.
I
That's
can't
all
wait.
want.
That's the one thing about because my car's from 2012.
you're so
I can't
smart,
wait to
though.
get like CarPlay and all that stuff, like so the maps and like a screen and not my phone. And
You know, it's cute, and
but then it's like
but then I think about it. I'm like, I drive to work and back. That's all I do.
you don't really use it that much. Yeah,
Like, why
that's
do I
true.
need to pay? It's kind of sad when you really think about it. Like, I'm paying $500 a fucking month to drive to work and back
Yeah, it's bad.
and look good.
Right? It's like
Nobody's looking.
no one cares. You're like, oh, you're going to work,
I
great.
mean, I could drive a beater. Nobody would actually. People would look if I had a beater. I just know it.
They would look more, especially if it makes extra noise or like rattles a lot.
It'll be a rattler. There's
And
one
the muffler,
here.
like,
He starts the car and it's like, oh my god! The
You
one here
know,
is like,
people who drive cars like that. Yeah, yeah. It's, like, it's so sad though.
and it's just
when you
idling.
think about it.
I'm like, oh my
These
god.
poor people, like
But yeah, cars in general are my sundries.
cars
well.
are trash.
Just like
I'm so sick of them. I don't want to have cars, and I can't wait
Actually-
for Amsterdam, especially like
for the drugs. Oh, that would be
no,
why I
for the
like
public
it.
transit, all of Europe,
Oh,
where you're
yeah.
just like, oh, we can just get on a fucking train.
Yeah, that's yeah. You know, we have the best country though.
Yeah, we do, and God
Praise
bless
the
America.
Lord, and God bless America. Everybody have a great week. That's my sundry, and that's
Yeah,
your sundry.
Thatcher, give us a
That's it.
call.
Thatcher, I didn't
Thatcher,
even
if you're out
check.
there.
If you're out there, tell
Thatcher?
us what's happening because you said you were going to. If anybody has any suggestions, email me. Remember, flight attendants, call us.
614-721-5336.
We need first class, and we also if
This
you,
is a first class individual. Look at him.
Oh, I'm gonna dress the part too.
You come in a suit. You're like, hello. I'm wondering if the upgrade list is available.
I'm sorry, is there any upgrades? They're like, who the fuck are you? I'm like,
I'm
"Hi."
Vincent St. John. Don't you know me?
I just somehow got an economy ticket, and I really need to be bumped at first. But
My
car,
agent accidentally booked economy. And
I'm like-
I need an upgrade.
and my card's been canceled, so I can't pay for it. Can you?
My card's been. Oh, wait, you're going the poor route.
Oh, I'm going to pour out.
I was
bitch.
like, pretend you're red.
No, actually, I think the trick is to buy points.
Yeah.
Because they sell them on sale, and then points. It's all about points, babe. Anyway, okay. Thank you. Love you. Goodbye. I don't even know what we talked about.
I don't either.
Yeah.